Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream. Here we are, we're going to be doing something slightly different today, not flying any big airliners, we're going to be flying a GA today. And as you can see on the screen, we are going to be taking a look at Boundless North Weald Airport, which just came out for xplane 12. Now, firstly, I want to thank Boundless for providing a copy of the scenery to the channel so I can review it and also stream it for you guys. So a big thank you to them. Alrighty, so as you can see, our flight today, after we check out the airport, is going to be from, we're going from here at North Weald to Duxford, which is EGSU. And we are flying the Duchess today. Now, I know in yesterday's stream in the poll we selected the SR22, but I've been having issues with that this morning, the default SR22 that is, so I thought we'd hop in the Duchess. And it's a pretty short flight, 22 nautical miles up to Duxford, but then if you guys want, we can make the return trip here to North Weald as well. That's absolutely fine. Also, we do have live weather turned off, a nice clear day, so we can take a look at the airport as well. So let's get into it here. Let's take a look at this beautiful airport, and we'll go over here, take a look at the aircraft first and make our way around. Alright, and then I'll show you guys the route afterwards as well. So here we are. Here is the Duchess. As you can see, we are flying tail number Golf Delta Alpha November Lima today, UK registered aircraft. And here it is, very nice airport, custom orthos, so you can sort of see where the North Weald custom orthos are from Boundless, just here, and the rest is obviously my ortho. But yeah, you get some really nice ortho with the scenery, and it really blends nicely into the surrounding area as well. 3D trees as well, and lots of clutter. So let's take a look over here first and make our way around the airfield. Got some trailers and cabins over here, which are really nice. Some 3D vegetation. Looks like this is all custom placed as well. Do let me know if you can hear me. Chat seems a little bit empty, but that's fine. So, 3D grass as well. Not 3D grass, well, 2D sort of 3D grass, but really nice addition as well. And then we've got all these custom buildings, plenty of clutter around here as well. Got plenty of GA aircraft. These all come with the scenery, and a nice selection. So we got some UK registered aircraft here. We've got some American registered aircraft over here, which is really cool to see. We do have a Skyborne aircraft, which is pretty cool. Pretty big flight school here in the UK, so that's very nice to see as well. And North Weald Aviation there, Aviation Academy. Very cool, all these custom buildings, all this clutter, all the benches here, the people. Not animated, they are static, but it looks really good. There's someone there. Wings Cafe and Kids Play Area, North Weald Airfield, brilliant. Got some custom vehicles here as well, very cool. This building has been very nicely modelled, look at this. Lots of nice details in there. That's really cool as well. So yeah, this scenery is really nice. We've got the air ambulance area over here, and we do have the GA, another GA area over here with a big selection of aircraft again and again. Lots of clutter, what you'd expect around a GA airfield. There's cones, we've got forklifts, DPD trucks, vans even. That's really nice to see. Obviously all these cars are got UK number plates on as well, which is very cool. Lightwood Logistics. And yeah, this is a really great scenery from Boundless. $10.99 it is at the moment, I believe, on their store. Link is in the description. Got the emergency services hangar over here as well with all of these ambulances. Look at that, crazy. And then we got all some cargo containers, some London, it's like London Red bus looks like, and the Hurricane here as well. Look at that, very cool. Got the control tower here as well, and that's gonna pretty much do it. Very nice scenery. Ground textures have been done very well as well, as always with Boundless. Look at that, very nicely modeled runway. Very nice. Look at this, that looks absolutely amazing. And it does of course have all the xplane 12 custom features as well. So what we're going to do here now is I'm going to brief the route for you guys. So let me bring Navigraph up on the screen here. Let's see. Okay. So there's Navigraph for you guys, and as you can see, let's turn the aircraft on. We are here currently at EGSX North Weald, and we're going to be departing runway 02 here, and then we're going to fly up direct to Laurel here, and then we're going to make a right turn bearing 55 degrees for the approach into runway 06 right at Duxford. And then if you guys want, let me know in the chat, we'll do the return sector as well. So let's get started here. I'll bring all of that stuff back up for you guys. And give me a second here. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the pre-flight on the Dutch. It's been a little while since I've flown this, but we are going to be using the built-in checklist here, which is really nice indeed. And let's get started. Okay, so parking brake is set. I'm going to get Navigraph up on my tablet here. Right, parking brake is set, as you can see here. Avionics are off, as you can see there. Mixture idle cutoff, so we are using the Honeycomb Bravo here today. Mixture is on idle cutoff. Magneto start switches are off as well. Battery switch can go on. Fuel gauges check quantity, so we've got just a little bit over half here, so that's fine. Warning lights, nothing that I can see. Battery switch can go off. And then flight controls, let's check those. So left, that looks good. Right, that looks good. And obviously we can't see the elevators from in here, so we'll just check the flight controls. They are all free and correct. So flight controls checked. Trim is down here, so that's on takeoff. That's perfectly fine. Flaps and ailerons checked. Wingtips light. So this is part of the walk around, but we're not going to do that today. We'll go over here and get rid of the ground equipment. Alrighty, let's go back to the checklist. Tie downs, fuel tanks, all of that has been checked. Chocks, turbo oil. We'll check that once we start, but that should be fine. Propeller is fine as well. Landing lights are checked. Fin check condition. Done that again. Rudder check control. So we've got full left, full right. Brilliant. And now we'll go. Let's see here. Stabilizer trim. Yep. Tail cone. Yeah. Okay. All right. So brake set. Landing gear is down. Just behind the yoke here. Circuit breakers are all in. As you can see, they are fully modeled in this aircraft. Carb heat off. So carb heat is here. That is off. Cow flap open. So that is open. Avionics are off. Fuel selectors can go on. So both sides can go on. Light switches. Everything is off down here. And let's get the batteries and alternators on. Brilliant. Right, so engine start procedure here then. So battery is on, alternator is on, and the undervoltage light is I don't know where that light is actually. Is it here? Ah, it is. And they are on. Brilliant. Okay. So now mixture to rich. So we'll start the left engine first. Mixture rich, propeller high RPM. And then we'll open the throttle about 1/4 inch. Aux fuel pump can go on. And let's set the magnetos to both. Nope, we don't want to start yet. Okay, we started. Well, that's fine. And the light did go out. So all of that is done. Engine has started. Magneto start switch is on both. Throttle between 100 and 1200 RPM. Sorry, 1000 and 1200 RPM. So we'll set that there, 1100, that's perfectly fine. Our oil pressure is just about in the green and rising a little bit, so that's good. The starter warning light is off, and let's do it for the other engine. Hopefully this time we'll actually prime it. So mixture full forward, RPM full forward, we'll crack the throttle just a little bit, and we'll go to both. We'll prime the engine, so once, twice, and let's go for the start. Brilliant, good start, no warning light. And we'll set the RPM to about 1200 here, 1100 even. And that looks good. Alright, so other engine has started. Now we can get the avionics on. And let's put our flight plan in here. So very short, after EGSX, after EG1. Alright, after EGSX we're going to Laurel, so let's put that in. And LOR, and then E, and Laurel. There it is, so we'll enter that, accept, and then after that we're going to EGSU. So EGSU, and I'll show you the route here in just a second. On oh, we already did that, that's fine. EG, where's S? S, and then U. How's that? Nope. EGSU, Duxford, there. Accept that, that's fine there. So EGSX to Laurel to EGSU, that's perfectly fine. And both of those are on. Avionics on, lights as required, so let's get the nav light on. Engine instruments, let's check those. So fuel quantity, we've got just over a half. Fuel pressure is in the green. Oil pressure in the green. Oil temp is cold, but that's fine. And cylinder temp is a little bit cold as well, but that's fine. Taxi area, let's check. We are all clear. And we'll start our taxi now. So we're going to taxi off here to the right. We have got our Q&H set as well. So let's we'll just put the throttles back down to idle. Release the parking brake. And get underway here. Do a quick brake check. Alright, brakes are working just fine. Taxi on here to the right. Towards runway 02. Alright, lovely. And we'll set GPS there. And we'll set 020 on the what shall we taxiing here? Set 020 on the for the departure, as that is the runway heading. Alright. And we're going to stop at this hold point here and do our ground checks. Right, so we'll set the parking brake. Throttles to 2200 on the RPM. Let's get some lights on in here. It's at 2200. Alright, that looks good there. Magneto's right, so we'll look for the drop. So we're going to go with the left engine first. So on both to left. See the very slight drop on that needle there. Back to both, and it goes back up. Go to the right magneto. Again, a very slight drop, and then back to both. Let's go with the left engine here then. So left, see the needle drop. Back to both. Goes back to 2200. Check the right magneto. Very slight drop, and back to both. Brilliant. Vacuum in limits, which it is. Oil temperature is fine, slowly rising, but it's still not too hot. Oil pressure is in the green. Propeller exercise. Alright. Carb heat. So if we turn on the carb heat for the left engine, you should see the slight drop in RPM, and then it goes back up, and see the slight drop for the right engine, goes back up. Perfect. Auxiliary fuel pumps are on. Fuel pressure is within the green, and we can now retard the throttles. Before takeoff check then, batteries are on, alternators on, flight instruments are checked, fuel selector is on, aux pump is on. Engine checks, we've done that. Carb heat is off. Mixture is rich, propellers are both high RPM as well. Flaps, so let's set flaps 10 here. And we can see that on the left and the right hand side. Trim was set, controls have already checked, doors are closed. So let's line up on the runway. We'll get the strobe, taxi light should have been on, but we'll get the landing light on as well. And let's release the parking brake and make our way onto the runway here. And our course is 336. Let's just set that. Oh, we need to make our turn here. Should have gone over there. That's fine. Alright, we'll go on the runway here. Just setting my my course there. So 336 is set, and 020 on the initial for the initial climb out. Alright, and we'll just turn this autopilot switch on. It is currently off. And we'll do a quick turn around here. U-turn at the end of the runway, and then we will take off. Yeah, what a brilliant airfield this is. Definitely be doing some more GA flying into this airport. Brilliant scenery from Boundless. Right, so let's slow it down here. Make our turn. Line up on the runway 02, and about 300 foot after we take off, which we're already at 200 and something, as you can see. But once we're a couple of hundred feet off the ground, we'll make our left turn then onto the course there. So let's just do our lineup check. So HSI compass check, so flaps off set, trim is set, and then we're going to rotate 71 knots and climb out at 85 knots. So I think we are good to go here. Set on standby or on. Everything else is looking good, so let's go. Alright. Slowly apply the power here. beautiful sounds. At 71 knots, we'll rotate. Gear can go up. And we'll trim for about 85 knots here. And we'll make our left turn as well towards Laurel. And we're going to go up to about 4,000 here and fly it a little bit. Flaps can also go up. Get the aircraft trimmed out then. Can do. Move our checklist on to here, climb. So once we're above 1,000 we can get the aux pumps off. And all of this. Propellers to 2700 max. So let's get on to about 26. Perfect. Let's get ourselves trimmed out again here for 85 knots climb speed. Lovely, and flies very nicely. And yeah, that's about 90 knots, so slightly fast, but it's not too bad. What we can do here is go nav, and now the autopilot is on. And it's going to hold the attitude for us as well. 85 knots, that's absolutely perfect. And then we'll get up here to 5,000 actually. Go for a quick flyby before we have to level off. Beautiful. And then where's the old button? That one. Get ready on the altitude button, about 50 feet before we'll hit it. There it is. So that levels us off and hold us. So we did blow through it a little bit, but we'll compensate. And we're going to go for 20 squared on power and RPM. So we're going to bring both of those back. Manifold pressure will go to 20. And RPM is on 20 as well. Brilliant. And we're holding at 5,000 here on nav. Alright, good stuff. Should have London Stansted out to the right, which is another Boundless scenery. There it is. There's Stansted. Brilliant. Alright, so don't have far to go to Laurel then, so 13 miles. I think by the time we're at Laurel we'll probably descend down to about 2,500, maybe 3,000, and prepare ourselves for the arrival. So all of this is fine, get ready for the descent. Let's check what the altimeter is in Duxford. It shouldn't be much different. 1009, which we have set there, so that's fine. And as we descend, we'll turn the carb heat on. Alright. Brilliant. This Just Flight Duchess is a absolute beautiful aircraft to fly. And yeah, if you guys want, we'll do the return sector as well, or we can go off to maybe Cranfield or nearby airfield if you want. Chat seems a little bit empty today, but that's fine. Alright, look at this. Looking good here. We've got 20 squared. I was told by a real world Duchess pilot that this is about right. We would look normally at the power tables, but 20 squared for today's flight is just fine. Holding nicely at that speed as well. So look at the wind correction that we've got, it looks like. So once we get to Laurel, we need to make a right turn bearing 055. So let's set that. And that's pretty much going to be our final approach course then. Hello, welcome to the stream. Makoniasti, how are you? I'm good, thank you very much. A bit of different GA flying today. Don't normally fly GA, but this is pretty fun. Lovely scenery here. This is just my own ortho. .5 miles out. Open the window. Listen to the sounds get a little bit louder. Brilliant. Very nice integrated checklist here. Brilliant. We're at 5,000, about 5 miles out. Let's start our descent then. So we'll go to attitude and we'll pitch down slightly. We are going to make our right turn for the airfield here in a second. So let's power back slightly and pitch down. Okay, brilliant. We are now descending. So I'll attempt to set cow flaps close, carb heat on. Power is required, mixture set, alright. So we'll bring the power back down a little bit more. Alright. See if we can spot the airfield. It should be off to our right here. There it is. There's Duxford. We are going to be making a right turn here in a second. And all of this, let's see, where are we? Alright, landing it down 140 at max. Okay. 2 miles out from Laurel, and then we're making that right turn towards the airfield. And yeah, we can do the return sector here. Only been streaming for 30 minutes, so yeah, we'll return back to North Weald. And we'll be making that turn here in just a second. There's the airfield, you can just about see the runway there, Duxford. Alright, so as we do that, I'm going to put the RPM full forward. We have got the power down as low as we can. and we can now just fly heading mode. Brilliant, okay. So there's the airfield then. I have the airfield in sight. I will disconnect the autopilot there. And we'll go visual now. Make a slight correction here. And we'll get our flaps here in just a second set as well. So fuel selectors are on, aux fuel pumps are on, mixture is rich, cow flaps as required, landing gear will go down in a second. Carb heat does need to go off for landing, just in case we need to go around, get maximum power. And can't see the airfield, there's the airfield just there. We are visually, we're under VFR conditions right now, so. Alright, about 95 knots here, that's a good speed for now. We'll slow down as we get closer to the airfield here. About 5 miles out. Got a nice slow rate of descent here. Might even level off for just a little bit. A little bit low in the cloud up there, but that's fine. Get flaps 10 in. Alright, brilliant. So we're going to aim, we're going to trim for 76 knots upon landing. Bring that power back as low as we can. Let's go gear down. Flaps 20. Alright. There's 80 knots. Add a bit of power in. 76 knots. Got a nice approach here. Flying into Duxford. Get the aircraft nicely trimmed out here. Bit high, so we'll pull the power back a little bit. And we'll go flaps 30, sorry. Alright, flaps full. We're all set for landing here. Speed's looking good, nice calm wind. Looks like we've got 76 knots there perfectly. Possibly a little bit high right now, but still looking good. Aiming for that touchdown zone. power there. Alright, lovely. And we're going to let it roll to the end here then at Duxford. So applying no braking, I'm just going to let it roll. Might even add a little bit of power in. Try and keep it center line here. While we're doing that, we can bring the flaps up all the way. Do have to hold the switch in this aircraft. Alright, let's slow down now then. The toe brakes on this aircraft are extremely twitchy. I'll take this exit here. And then what we'll do is we can shut down the engines. And then, actually no, we won't restart our engines. We'll keep them on, reset our flight plan, and go for another takeoff. We'll go back to North Weald. Right, so let's just park somewhere over here. Alright, that's fine then. Beautiful sounds. Okay, let's get the parking brake set. Lovely stuff. Let's go back to our takeoff checklist. And yeah, we've done all that. Carb heat is off. Car flaps, will open those. And alright, let's reset our flight plan here. So this is going to be EG. Let's actually go to Navigraph first. And let me bring that up on screen for you guys here. Just a second. Alright, there's Navigraph, and we're going to edit this. So we are now at EGSU. So we'll add that. And then we're going to go back to North Weald. Brilliant. Let's get rid of Laurel. What we'll do is we'll join the pattern here. So what we'll do is we'll go direct to Epping here, and then we'll join the pattern. So, and that pattern's at 1,200. So let's do that. If it lets me VP217, maybe we'll take that instead. VP217. There it is. Alright, lovely. Brilliant. Alright, so we're gonna make our way back then. So we'll go back to xplane. And so EG what is it? SU. S and U for Duxford. Alright, so we'll enter that. And right, need to clear that. Clear that. Clear that. And alright, so then we are going to VP217. So let's get VP217, and then after that we just join the traffic pattern. 7. Alright, Epping, brilliant. And then we're going to EGSX, which is North Weald. So EGS and X. Right, North Weald, brilliant. Flat plan is done. And right, landing lights, we don't need those. Strobe lights, don't need those either. Get rid of the parking brake, taxi back to the runway here. So we'll taxi off to the right. Brilliant, okay. So our course, right, I need to update my chart on my tablet as well, so I'll do that in the background. But our course is 181. So let's set 181. Set. GPS there, brilliant. And I wish we had a decent Duxford for xplane 12. This is just default Duxford. Next project maybe Boundless. Right, and we won't do our engine checks because we've already done them. We'll just go straight for the takeoff once we get to the runway. And Volanta completed the flight for us. We taxi on here down to the runway. Let's slow down before the runway here and get the landing lights on. Strobe light can go on as well. And we'll go straight for our takeoff here. Alrighty. Here we go. We need to set flaps 10 before we take off. Right, now we're good to take off. I'm going to readjust my mic here. Alright, let's go. Back to North Weald. Beautiful aircraft to fly. We'll rotate there. Gear can go up. And above 300 feet we'll make out this right turn. Keep coordinated flight, step on the ball. These new turtle breech rudder pedals are absolutely excellent. We're going to try and hold about 80 knots. Should go 85. Right, and we'll get back on the use this on track here, so we'll go slightly off to the right and wait till we intercept that. The HSI. And we've got flaps up now. Brilliant stuff, alright. Pitching for about 85 knots here. And there's a HSI coming in, so we'll make our left turn. There it is. Let's see if we can get this attitude perfect for 85 knots climb. Go back up to 5,000 here. And we need to bring the RPM back just a little bit to 26. There it is. Making tiny little corrections here. Looks good there, so we'll go nav and attitude. Perfect. And there's 4,000. Alright, so I'm going to just reduce the rate of descent here. A little bit more. And once we hit 5,000, we'll level off using the altitude button on the autopilot here. So we hit Alt there, we'll level off, it'll correct. We did overshoot a little bit, but it'll correct for that, about 50 feet. Now we need to go 20 squared on manifold pressure and on the RPM. There's 20 on the RPM and 20 on the manifold pressure as well, beautiful. Alright, lovely. So there we are, 5,000 foot, about 130 knots there. On our way now to back to North Weald. We're going to overfly London Stansted again. What a beautiful aircraft this is to fly. Brilliant. Very happy with that. And we're going to go here pretty much direct. See our trim there. London Stansted just in front of us. There it is. Wing, the engine is blocking our view there, but there's Stansted, another brilliant airport by Boundless. one of their larger airports. Look at that, bang on 5,000. So going direct here to Epping, and then to join in the traffic pattern. So we'll turn left base after Epping, and then left final again. So about 11 miles to go to VP215, which is Epping. What a lovely aircraft. Just Flight did a really good job with this. The flight model was brilliant as well. So I think we can see North Weald there. So I'd say it's probably shortly a good time to start descending. Got a very good view of London Stansted now. Look at that. Again, another brilliant scenery by Boundless. Lovely. And we can see North Weald coming into view just there. So let's see, how far are we? 7 miles. At about 5 miles, I think we'll start a descent down to 2,000. Sorry, 1,200. Since that's the circuit altitude, we'll join 1,200. And let's just make sure we got the right pressure setting. So North Weald using weather from EGSX, which is fine. Awesome, to 1010, which is perfectly fine. All right. North Weald is at an elevation of 300 feet. So, okay, let's start our descent here. And we'll bring the power back. To aid in our descent. About 1,000 feet per minute is good. Minimum power setting, and make sure we've closed our cowl flap. Carb heat needs to go on, and all that is good to go. Alrighty. That's a nice rate of descent. So runway heading at North Weald is, let's take a look, we took off runway 02. We're on a lovely intercept here for the circuit. There's North Weald. So we've got 3 miles to go till Epping. Got London City off to our right hand side here. And so what we'll do, we'll make a, after this, we'll make a left turn. If we don't want to do that. 181. After epping, we'll go heading mode, and we will make a left turn heading 090. So we'll do that now. That is quite early actually, so we'll go VFR. We can continue our descent a little bit here. And yep, so we are on downwind here. Keep 1,000 feet per minute rate of descent. That is North Weald. We are going to go props full forward. Help us slow down just a little bit. Let's make this left turn. Very slightly arrest the rate of descent, guys, to slow down a bit here. We've got North Weald in sight there, that's fine. Let's go flaps 20. And we can go gear down as well. Alright, looking good here. Alright, got the runway in sight for North Weald, looking good. Let's go flaps all the way down. Alright. All of this is good. And we need to turn the carb heat off for landing. Alright, here we go. Need to aim for about 76 knots on the approach. This is the Duchess, the Beechcraft Duchess BE76 by Just Flight. And they have done an absolutely brilliant job with that. It is very nice indeed. Flies very well. After speaking to some real world pilots of this aircraft, yeah, it's very, very good indeed. We are quite high here on the approach. Let's pull the power back. Yeah, it handles like a dream. Definitely. Textures are nice, sounds are really nice as well. Look at this beautiful North Weald coming into view here. Brilliant Tremble Aviation Airport. And Boundless have done an amazing job of it as well. I am using the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. Closest thing I have. How much does it cost? I think it's around £40, if I remember right. A bit high. Alright, a little bit hard landing, but that's alright. Not too bad. Slow it down here. And I think we should be able to take... not there. Yeah, the only thing is the toe brakes are really, really twitchy in this. Anyway, let's get it slowed down. Take a look. Looks like we can go that way, so we will. Turn around real quick, put the flaps up. Alright guys, and if you guys want, we do have time for one more flight. Maybe a 3-sector day here today in the Duchess. Completely up to you. If you want another flight, let us know where you want to go. If we do another flight, we won't kill the engines. We'll just reset our flight plan. Lovely stuff. Hello Nick, welcome to the stream. Look at this beautiful scenery here from Boundless. Got all the details there. Very nice indeed. We'll return back to our original parking position where we started today's flight. We can get the landing lights off and the strobes as well. And we started just over here to the left. Right, so let me know if you want another flight, guys, in the chat. Maybe do some circuits. Yeah, we can do that. Alright, let's do some circuits then. So, I'm going to park up here. We won't kill the engine, so I'll just set the parking brake. And, alright, so we don't need this. So, what we can do is go there. And then we can set our heading. So runway heading here was 02. So we'll set 02. And we'll just get all this prepared for our flight. So, alright. Let's go do some circuits then. We're pretty much already good to go. We've done all our checks already. Go back to our before takeoff. You can move the this EFB here to multiple different locations, and let's also reset our trim, which isn't too far off the takeoff position, and we can go flaps 10. And right, we have a really long runway here, so we're just going to use this intersection to do some circuits. Maybe some touch and goes. Alright, landing strobe light can go on. And heading to 020. There's a runway. Alright, we're all good to go. Okay, so let's just adjust this heading then to our actual heading. I'm going to set this to our runway heading just for reference. And actually we'll set our initial turn heading. Alright. Good stuff, let's go. We'll introduce the power slowly here. And as always on takeoff we'll pitch for, what is it, 75 I believe. Rotate there. And landing gear can go up. So we'll actually do some left-hand circuits. That is what my chart is saying. And we have pitch to about 75 knots, 85 for climb actually. So we'll let it speed up just a little bit. And we can actually level up there. Make a left turn, bring the RPM back. Bring the flaps up as well. Alright, so 1500 is fine. Need to retrim the aircraft here. Set 20 squared. And set our heading again. Nope. Always the wrong one. We'll descend back down to 1200. Since that is the circuit altitude, we'll do a few circuits here. Again, I don't do much GA flying, so not the best, but we'll improve here. That's what it's all about. Level up there. Oh, the aircraft really wants to pitch up. There's North Weald off to our left. Now we have the aircraft nicely trimmed. There's 1200, so we'll just gently level off the aircraft here. Alright. A little bit more. Perfect. How's that? All hand flying. I do need to brush up on hand flying skills in this aircraft, so set our next heading. Nope, I keep doing the wrong one. Used to the Cessnas, which I believe is on the left, so and bring the power back a little bit, props fully forward. For the landing, just make this left turn here. See the amount of drag that very suddenly produced. So let's get a visual of the field then. Right, I have a visual. Just over there. We are quite low, but that's fine. We'll hold this altitude here. The mixture was not fully forward. Wasn't helping. And let's make this left turn here then. Alright, so there's the runway. Overshot a little bit, but that's fine. Let's start getting some flaps in, power back. Might as well, I think we'll go flaps all the way. And we can ignore that warning for now, we will go gear down. I guess it wants a little bit more power. There it is. And I think we'll go for a touch and go for another circuit. Hopefully this one will be a lot better. Always seem to get a stutter in this aircraft on final approach, it's very weird. So gear down, we have flaps, it's all good to go. Going for a nice approach here, purely visual. So we'll go for a touch and go. We have to very quickly get our flaps back up to flaps 10. We'll have to reset our trim, but it's actually looking okay. Alright, lovely stuff. Get the flaps up to flaps 10, gotta hold it. And let's add that power back in. Alright, and rotate. Gears going up. Readjust to HSI there for runway heading. Trimmed out nicely. Make a left, actually we'll level up and then make our left turn. Get our power settings and then do all that. I'm going to bring the power back a little bit already. Right, so let's get the aircraft trimmed out here. We've got 20 squared. Right, make our left turn here. Maintain 1,200. Ready? And let's make another left turn here for the downwind. Sitting around 100 knots, which is perfectly fine. See, we can just hold 1,200 here. Look at that, North Weald on our left again. And hey, do you guys want to see one more circuit maybe? Maybe a right hand circuit this time, or let me know. Still hand flying the aircraft. We did not get our flaps up. We will have to now retrim the aircraft. Right. Trying not to ascend here, shouldn't be ascending. Props full forward, so flaps 10. Make our left turn. That's the airfield, so let's go flaps 20. Flaps 30 and get down. The warning is very annoying but useful. So flaps are all the way down now. Left turn towards the runway, there it is, beautiful. There's a stutter every single time in the same spot. Should we add a bit of wind for this landing? Let's see here, let's add a little bit of wind, so... right. So, wind. Let's do a bit of a crosswind here. Speed, maybe like, that looks about good. Though light turbulence, gust 5 or 6 knots. Okay. And that needs to be about 300. Alright, perfect. That looks good. There is the crosswind. Alright. Bit of turbulence as well. Shake things up a little bit. And a little bit low here. High even. Gate is down. Keep our speed up a little bit. Interesting, not doing a crosswind landing in this aircraft yet. High. Speed's looking good. Oh, look at the wind. Let's see what we can do here. Come on. Got it down. There goes the extremely twitchy toe brakes. We can take this just about. There it is. Alright. Take a look at the replay of that landing. Get the flaps up. Don't need that much power. Landings and strobe light can go off. We'll go for a full shutdown now. After we park up here. There's the why we. Interesting. No idea why there's some sort of smoke coming out of the back of the engines, but interesting. Right, well, we're just gonna park over here as we were when we started. Turn it around here. Right, let's stop there. Yeah, I mean, temperatures and pressures though are looking okay here, so not too sure what that is. Anyway, let's go for a full shutdown here. Lovely. Bring the props all the way back as well. This stuff can go off. Flaps are up. We can get the lights off. Autopilot. Master switch off. Electric trim off. Let's get the magnetos off as well. And the avionics can go off as well, and battery off. Lovely stuff. Let's get the ground equipment then. From here, where is it? Ground equipment, there it is. Now we can adjust this as well. Brilliant. Alrighty, so that is going to be the conclusion of the stream there then. That was absolutely brilliant. Some nice GA flying there. Haven't done much of that recently, so very happy with that. We have lots of flights recorded on Volanta. So anyway, that was Boundless North Weald, a brilliant general aviation airport here. Even, I guess, get some biz jets and stuff into here. So yeah, really nice from them. Link is in the description. Big thank you as well to them for providing the channel with a copy of the scenery. So next time we're back to normal, back in airliners. I'll put out a poll shortly asking you guys what we want to fly next, so make sure you vote there for your favorite aircraft. And yeah, thank you all very much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.